Morning. What are we doing today? Today we're installing our vegetable garden that we've been working on. I'm going to go over the soil. I'm going to go over, just show you real quick what I'm doing back here with our virus garden. We've come off of 2 days of rain, so the grass is really wet. It's really green, by the way. I think Malin's going to come by tomorrow, and Jacob, and we're going to do a bunch of cutting. We're going to do the back, we're going to do the front, we're going to do the other ones. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff out here. We got a ton of stuff to do. We got to put a hay straw back here on these gardens. We got to plant them. So a lot of videos. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and turn on your bell. And that's what we're doing today. So hold on one sec. Hey guys, so the first year we put in one of these beds and I had a bunch of tomatoes growing back here. Last year I put in a second row of beds, and then this year, because we've got this lock yourself in your house thing going on, we came out here, Doug and Jacob and I have been working on this. We put a total of 8 beds back here, and then over here on the side by the fence, I guess I'll just show it to you. We rotated the soil out of some of these, and so what I did is I just laid that extra soil all back here, and you can see that it starts to get sun. So this is actually a really good spot when you get hot drought areas. So I don't know what I'm going to plant here. I'm going to plant something. Man, there's a bunch of bugs out here today. But so I ran over to Lowe's real quick, and I'm going to be doing a lot of my vegetable garden from seed this year. The stuff I'm going to be doing: peas, I'll do some beans, I got squash, cucumbers. I got a bunch of different stuff I'll grow from seed, but some of the things I wanted to get going quicker. We eat a lot of tomatoes and we eat a lot of red peppers, so I went ahead to Lowe's and I bought the ready plants, and I'm going to plant those today. Picked up a couple more cages. I have some cages, and then what we do with this super soil we use, these tomato plants are probably going to get 10-12 feet high, so we'll come up and we'll build big old surrounding fences with these later on. But that's what we're doing today. So step number 1 is we put in, you can put any kind of soil you want as long as you put in some of this super compost, which is basically all it is we took some black cow manure, compost, not manure but actual compost. We put a bunch of humichar. You can use biochar. I'll link to the biochar in the description below. Then I sprayed it with super juice, and I added the raw, that cheap organic material. And man, let me tell you what, it's actually, if you look at the hole right here, let me put up a piece of video for you. But you can actually see it smoking after like 3 days. That's how quickly this stuff just generates all that digestive energy going. This is my super compost pile. And this is only, I believe this is 5 days old. And what we have done to make this a super extremely active processing plant here is we've taken compost manure, humichar, super juice, and a biopack, micro pack. Mixed it all up, let it sit. This morning I came out and I poked a hole with a piece of PVC down in it, and you can see it just smoking. The temperature on the sides in here hit 103, so I'm assuming it's getting probably close to 110 down in there. All right, so this, my friends, that is what amazing garden soil looks like. Now, I won't have to use any fertilizer in here all year. I plant and I'm done. That's it. Pretty much all organic. What do you think? What do you think? Was it good? Is it good? You see lizards? You see some lizards? Oh, you see some lizards. Hey guys, so real quick, when you're picking your tomato plants, just so you know the difference between determinate and indeterminate. Determinate means that there's a determined time that the plant is going to produce all its fruit and then basically stop. Indeterminate means indefinite. So as soon as it starts producing fruit, it's going to keep producing tomatoes or that fruit all the way through until it dies with the first frost. Does that make sense? So I always plant indeterminate because I don't do canning and all that kind of stuff. I want these to keep producing all season long. And we were picking tomatoes up until almost November, so they'll really do well. I've got my garden soil all laid out. I put the super concentrate compost in, and then I came back and I added more biochar or human char, sprayed it with super juice, and put more organic material in, and now I'm just going to plant them. Just take my cages out, and I just make a hole, pull the soil out, take the plant very gently, and just rest that plant down in there, just like that. So this row over here has already been planted. It's all ready to go. And what I'm going to do is, I have sprayed Roundup in between here because this is actually part of my Bermuda lawn. I'm going to get a little more Roundup and I'm going to spray it around the edges here. Then I'm going to put wheat straw. The reason why I use wheat straw, the sun's always coming across over here pounding on these boxes, and the boxes get hot and they dry out. I've learned that. So I want wheat straw on top of my soil and sort of overlapping the wood here too. I want to pile it up against that wood to give it some kind of barrier from that summer heat. And then we'll actually put wheat straw in between here and in between the gardens too. So ready to go in a minute. Before I put the rest of this wheat straw in here, there may be some wheat seeds in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get some pre-emergent, the Easy Weeder bag, and I'm going to put it in here. Okay, so I'll put a link to this on the web page below. But this is actually made pre-emergent that's made for gardens, flower and vegetable. They use it on crops. Just open the bag up, turn your head away, and there's an upside down sprinkler. Remember, you want to do this as the last step, and you do not want to do this anywhere where you're planting seeds because it'll stop those seeds, or it'll basically stop the wheat seeds from growing, basically is what it does. But this is already in. We've got a deep root system. It's fine for it. Hey guys, so we're all done for today. I got a bunch of stuff I got to get inside and do. Tomorrow, Malin and Kate are going to be here, and they're going to be cutting and helping me out. Jacob's going to be here. We're going to have a full crew, so make sure you're subscribed because you don't want to miss that. We're going to be cutting a bunch of lawn. But I just want to show you. So here's where I am right now. It's almost finished as far as tomatoes go. So these are two different types of tomatoes, and here they're both indeterminate. It's got the wheat straw on top of it. I also put I had these little fence things here just to keep the wheat straw off the grass. I need to secure those in better. Over here, tomorrow I'm going to be planting at least one, if not two rows of red peppers. We'll see. And then in those back beds, we've got to take this super compost and do the same thing on those back beds and get those ready for the seeds that we're going to plant. Again, I'm going to plant probably peas. We're going to have beans. We'll have squash, all kinds of stuff. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be out here. We'll be doing a bunch of work. We'll be cutting grass. We'll be doing the vegetable garden. We've got a bunch of different stuff. So talk to you later. Bye.